Hey friends, this is Doc and welcome to my Saturday night video. This is number 3 in my commitment to create some video content daily, and that commitment itself is part of it's a subset of a larger commitment to do a better job of generating content on a regular basis, and we're going to talk about that in some depth today. Well, some depth meaning a few minutes. I don't want to drag this out, but I want to tell you about a tool that's perfectly free that will change the way you approach content. I'm pretty sure of that. It certainly has changed the way I approach content. It used to be that I would spend, and I still have to fight this, I don't know if you do or not, but I have to fight myself to not lose hours and hours just sort of randomly surfing the internet or Facebook or Twitter. You know, it's one of those black holes, in my opinion, that you can fall down. And the problem is that while you're in there, you're very rarely doing anything that helps you from a long-term business standpoint. And so you want to guard your time. I mean, you only have so much of it. And for a variety of reasons that I could argue, you want to protect it. So Instapaper, you can see the big I in the upper left-hand corner here of the screen. Instapaper is one of those top secret ways that I protect my time. I say top secret with a laugh because I couldn't even tell you how many millions and millions of customers they have. But what's amazing about this is that it's completely free, and you can use it as you surf the internet to remember articles that you come across that you want to read when the time is right, or if you actually read them at that time but you know you'll want to refer to them later, or maybe share them with customers or coaching clients. Instapaper is a great way to do it. The articles that you see in the middle of this screen are all articles from today that I thought were interesting to me. Some were interesting because of niches that I serve, and some were just interesting because I came across them when I was surfing and I knew I'd want to return to those later on. Now, what this does is it enables me to pick a time. I generally pick 10 a.m. to 12 noon, Monday through Friday, and I get on the internet and I just surf. I mean, I literally go from article to article. I stop to read very few. Usually what I do is I focus on the headline and on maybe the first paragraph of the text to determine whether or not I want to read it, A, and B, maybe whether or not it's got some application to one of the niches I serve and I'd like to share it with other people down the road. If I do, what's really cool about Instapaper is it gives you this thing called a bookmarklet, which goes just above what you can see on the screen here in my browser window. It's sort of, it sits right above my browser window, and it's a little button. And when I am looking at an internet article that, grabs my attention, I can just move my mouse up, click once on that bookmarklet, and Instapaper will make a note. And here's this long list of, it goes much further beyond what you can see, this long list of things that I want to return to, all kept track of by Instapaper. And what's great about this is that they're all coordinated in one place. I can subsequently come and organize them into folders if, for example, that will enhance my workflow. But if I click on any of these articles, it will take me back to the article, perfectly formatted, just like I want to see it. It strips away the crap that I don't need and lets me focus specifically on the article itself. And I find that really, really useful. Sometimes I quote from articles. Sometimes I'll curate really good content and add my own comments. But either way, there's a lot of super great stuff being produced on the web every day. I hope you're the producer of some of it, but you can't produce it all. And so Instapaper gives you a way of doing concentrated searching and then coming away from that concentrated search period with a net result that you can use down the road. If I surf for 2 straight hours, like I told you, from 10 a.m. until noon, I'm basically done from that point on with a browser. The only browser work that I might do for the rest of the day would be to, maybe make some changes to WordPress blog sites, but certainly not to go in and do any more surfing. I'm done at that point. I return to Instapaper when the time is right, and I start looking through all these articles that I've tucked aside to see if I can do anything with them in the course of my workflow. And so that's how I manage, somewhere around 8 or 9 blogs on almost a daily basis, is using tools like this. So check it out. Like I said, it's free, it's fabulous, it's easy to work with, and I don't think you can find something that will make your surfing more fruitful. This is Doc, and I'll talk to you soon.